On March 31st, 2026, gas hit $4 a gallon, the highest since August 2022. The single-month surge of $1.05 was the largest ever recorded by GasBuddy. A Sacramento landscaper lost $800 in profit. A Virginia dog walker is watching margins disappear on a 35-mile daily route. Once prices cross $4, 64% of drivers immediately change their behavior. Your HR system showed nothing. Economic shock impact modeling, one of the most powerful and distinctive capabilities within the Simtrinsic retention engine, changes that. Economic shocks come in 8 forms, each targeting a different slice of employee spending. Transportation disruption, healthcare premium increases, housing costs surges, childcare costs spikes, food and grocery inflation, utility rate changes, education expense shifts, and tax burden changes. Every category is calibrated to the way real employees across 8 life stages actually allocate their income, using Bureau of Labor Statistics consumer expenditure data. This is not a survey estimate. This is structural financial modeling applied to your workforce. A 35% fuel cost spike hits an early career employee with a long commute like a financial earthquake. Transportation is already 15% of their take-home pay. That same shock barely affects a senior executive who expense accounts their mileage. A single parent driving children to daycare while commuting faces compound pressure that standard workforce data would never surface. Economic shock modeling applies life stage context to every calculation, so the analysis is as individual as the people it describes. For every shock scenario you model, each life stage receives a financial stress score from 0 to 100. 0 to 30 is manageable. The employee can absorb the shock. 31 to 60 creates moderate strain that builds over time. 61 to 80 is high stress, the kind that drives people to quietly start looking. 81 and above is critical. Attrition risk is elevated and active. The current fuel shock puts early career hourly workers at 79, 1 point from critical. Under the hood, the model compares baseline spending patterns, what your employees normally spend across 15 budget categories, against post-shock spending patterns. When gas hits $4, something else has to give: dining out, savings contributions, or discretionary spending. AAA's own data shows 64% of drivers immediately reduce trips and combine errands. The model traces that displacement across every life stage and calculates exactly where financial pressure is building in your workforce. The platform knows more than just employment data. It knows that many of your employees are supporting dependents, children, elderly parents, and extended care circle members. When a single parent drives 30 miles each way to work and 30 minutes each direction to drop off children, fuel cost isn't a personal expense. It's a family infrastructure cost. The Care Circle multiplier amplifies financial stress calculations based on the full human picture, not just the individual paycheck. Financial stress and attrition risk are not separate metrics. They are causally linked. The current fuel shock is already changing behavior. Commuters in Philadelphia and New York are switching to trains, bikes, and electric skateboards. For employees who have no alternative to driving, low-wage workers, field service staff, home health aides, the stress is acute and the options are few. Economic shock impact modeling surfaces which of your people are in that position before they decide to leave. Knowing which employees are financially stressed is only the beginning. The platform connects shock results directly to the retention workshop, letting HR teams create targeted intervention groups based on stress exposure. High-stress life stages can be prioritized for commuter benefits expansion, gas stipends, flexible scheduling to reduce trip frequency, or remote work eligibility reviews. The connection between economic insight and retention action is direct, documented, and measurable. The platform supports multiple shock scenarios simultaneously. Model the current fuel spike alongside a healthcare premium increase to to see the combined exposure across your workforce. Add a housing cost scenario for your high-cost metro employees. Name each scenario, compare stress distributions side by side, and identify which life stage combinations face compound risk. For organizations with large field or commuter populations, this multi-scenario view is not optional. It is essential. Your employees are living through economic realities your HR system was never designed to see. Gas at $4 per gallon is not an abstraction. It is $800 a month for a field rep driving 400 miles a week. Economic shock impact modelling. One of the Simtrinsic retention engine's most unique and powerful features, gives you the lens. 8 shock categories, 8 life stages, real BLS spending patterns. A financial stress score for every cohort. Start with a transportation shock scenario on the TechVantage dataset. In 30 seconds, you will know exactly who is under pressure and what to do about it.